Are you dreaming of seeing your name in the AIR list? Or maybe you're just wondering, how on earth can I balance both groups, coaching classes and self-study without losing my mind? Hello future CAs, welcome back to my channel again. Your one-stop guide for everything related to CA exams. If you're new here, I am Pooja, a chartered accountant. I have an experience of working for Ernst & Young and KPMG, and I help CA aspirants like you succeed with practical tips, strategies, and support. So, recently I received a feedback from one of my subscribers, and she stated that she had followed my study plan which I had created for foundation exam, and she stated that she had cleared her CA foundation in the January 2025 attempt. So feedbacks like this really make my day, and it keeps me going. Thank you so much. And she further asked if I can prepare a study plan for the CA Inter January 2026 attempt, considering the fact that the students will have classes plus they will also have to do self-study. So I thought, why not make a study plan and release it on my channel itself, as it will be helpful for the other students as well. In today's video, I am going to give you a step-by-step strategy to crack CA Inter both groups in January 2026 with a plan so solid so that you can crack your CA Inter in first attempt itself. So whether you have already enrolled for the classes or planning to rely on self-study, I'll break down the following for you. The perfect schedule to balance classes and self-study. The secret to interlinking both groups smartly. Time-tested tips to avoid burnout. And what toppers do differently to target an AIR. So grab your notebooks because this is not just another plan. This is the blueprint to your CA Inter success story. Also guys, if you are new to my channel, I request you all to subscribe and hit the bell icon below so that you can get notified whenever I post new videos. So guys, previously I had made a video on how I had cleared CA Inter in first attempt with self-study and secured 5 exemptions. So I will add the link to that video in the end screen. Please watch that video as well, because in that video also you will get some tips as to from which all materials I studied and what was my exact strategy that I followed. So to know more about the books that I referred, how to prepare notes for each subject, and tips on how to do written practice and how to revise, you can refer to this video. So that in today's video, we'll directly dive into the study plan. So guys, when you visit my channel, in the playlist section, you can see there is a separate playlist for CA Inter exams. So in this playlist, you can find different type of study plan, subject specific guidance and much more videos. And there is also a playlist for CA GPT for students. In this playlist, I have made different videos in which I have shown as to how you can use CA GPT while preparing for your exams. So do visit my channel and watch these videos. And there are various other playlists as well which might be helpful for you. So let's have a look at the study plan now. So basically this is for both the groups, and most of you might be attending classes as well. So this plan will address your query as to how to do self-study along with your classes. So most of you might be having classes for 8 to 10 hours, right, per day. So we'll be seeing as to how we can plan our self-study along with the classes. So this plan is divided into two parts. So first part of the plan is starting from 14 July till 12th of October. So by mid of October, your classes will be getting over, right? So based on that assumption itself, I have prepared this study plan that is for 13 weeks. And if you are having classes for 8 to 10 hours, you can allocate 3 hours per day for self-study. And this 3 hours you can keep depending on your schedule. Maybe 1.5 hours in the morning before you go for the tuition and 1.5 hours after coming back. Or if you are having tuitions late in the evening, you can keep 3 hours in the morning itself. So it depends on you. Based on your tuition timing, you can keep these 3 hours. So now let's see week by week as to how you can do self-study along with attending your classes. So first let's see week number 1 and week number 2. So totally this plan is for 13 weeks. That is part 1 of the plan is for 13 weeks, that is 91 days. So first we'll see week number 1. So in week number 1, that is 14th July to 20th July. Here Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday you will study advanced accounting, and then Thursday, Friday and Saturday you will study corporate and other law. And then on Sundays, most of you might have full day classes and you might not have that much time to study. So in case you do not have much time to study on Sunday, you can just revise what you have studied during the week. Or if you have some time, depending on your tuition schedule, you can practice MCQ. Since we all are aware that MCQ is very important part of our exam, right? For each subject, MCQ is for 30 marks. So we have to try to master the MCQ. Now if you are thinking as to different sources from where you can practice MCQ, the two main sources are, one is the MCQ portal. So when you log in into the BOS knowledge portal, there you can find the MCQ portal. So in this MCQ portal, you can find various types of MCQ. So basically in this portal, you have independent MCQ question. But in our exam, along with independent MCQ, you will have case scenario MCQ also. So for that, you will have to study the case scenario booklet. That is also available on the BOS knowledge portal. So in this, you will find the case scenario MCQ. So apart from these two sources, there are various other sources also from where you can practice MCQ. So previously I had made a video for that also as to different sources from where you can practice MCQ. That video also has been added to the end screen. So make sure you watch that video and practice MCQ from all the sources. So since there is no negative marking for MCQ, it is better that we practice as much as MCQ as possible so that we become fast in solving the MCQ and we also solve it accurately. And we have to try to score maximum marks in the MCQ. So you can pause this video and you can note down the study plan as we are discussing. So now let's go ahead and see week number 2. That is from 21st July till 27th July. So in week number 2 also you will be studying the same subjects. That is Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday advanced accounting, and Thursday, Friday and Saturday corporate and other law. And for each of the weeks, for Sunday we have kept the same schedule because most of you might be having classes for the whole day. Now we will see the plan for week number 3 and week number 4. So week number 3 from 28th July to 3rd August. So here we are changing the subjects. Now we are picking up other two subjects. So from Monday to Wednesday you will study auditing and ethics, and then from Thursday to Saturday you will study cost and management accounting. So here you will be starting group 2 as well. So one important strategy which most of the toppers follow, that is if you are giving both the groups, it is important to give equal attention to both the groups. So what we'll be doing is every 2 weeks we'll be changing the subjects. So we saw that in the first 2 weeks we studied advanced accounting and corporate law. And then in the third and fourth week we'll be studying auditing and ethics and cost and management accounting. So this way what will happen is it will lead to equal importance for all the subjects. So this is one important strategy, that is to start all the subjects and complete each subject in equal proportion, because as we all know that the passing criteria is 40 marks for each subject, but in aggregate we have to secure 50 marks. So now suppose you start studying advanced accounting and for 15 days you are studying that subject itself. Then you go to corporate law another 15 days. Same way, when you reach the last subject, there are chances that you would have already forgotten what you have studied in the first subject, and plus there will be a risk that there is no time to cover the last subject. Hence, if you are giving both the groups for CA exam, the strategy will be every 2 weeks you have to change the subjects so that you will be able to cover the syllabus in equal proportion. So apart from this, there is also one more strategy which most of the toppers follow. So if you want to know that strategy, do stay with me till the end of this video and I will reveal the strategy for you. And also one more thing is, in week number 1 and 2, we saw that we studied advanced accounting and corporate law. So one is a theory subject and one is practical subject. So we have tried to keep two type of subjects so that you don't get bored of studying the same subject throughout the week. And here also you can see auditing and ethics and cost and management accounting. Here also one is theory and one is practical. And also one more option you have is, suppose instead of studying auditing and ethics for complete 3 hours, if you want, what you can do is morning 1.5 hour you can study auditing and ethics, and evening you can keep cost and management accounting for the 1.5 hour balance which is left. So that depends on you. Little bit customization you can do on this study plan depending on your schedule. So now let's see for week number 4. That is from 4th August till 10th August. So here also Monday to Wednesday you will study auditing and ethics, and Thursday to Saturday you will study cost and management accounting. Now let's see week number 5. So from 11th August to 17th August. So here from Monday to Wednesday you will study financial management, and Thursday to Saturday you will study income tax. So in paper 3 and paper 6 you have two sections. So in week 5 you will be studying section A of both the papers. Now let's see week number 6. That is from 18th August to 24th August. Here on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday you will study strategic management, and then from Thursday to Saturday you will study GST. So here you will be studying section B of paper number 3 and paper number 6. So now let's see week number 7 and week number 8. So week 7 from 25th August to 31st August. So see here again we are going back to advanced accounting. So Monday to Wednesday advanced accounting, and then Thursday to Saturday corporate and other law. And then week number 8, that is 1st September to 7th September. So here again same subjects you will continue. Monday to Wednesday advanced accounting, Thursday to Saturday corporate and other law. Now we will see week number 9 and 10. So week 9 from 8th September to 14th September. So here again we are changing the subjects from Monday to Wednesday auditing and ethics, and Thursday to Saturday cost and management accounting. Now let's see week number 10, that is 15th September to 21st September. So here also you will continue with the same subjects. Monday to Wednesday auditing and ethics, and Thursday to Saturday cost and management accounting. Now let's see week number 11. That is from 22nd September to 28th September. So here Monday to Wednesday you will study financial management and Thursday to Saturday you will study income tax. That is section A of paper number 3 and paper number 6. Now we will go ahead and see week number 12. From 29th September to 5th October. So here you will study strategic management Monday to Wednesday and then Thursday to Saturday you will study GST. That is section B of paper 6 and paper 3. Now let's see week number 13. So most of your classes might be winding up by this week. That is mid of October. So you might have long hours of tuition during this time. Since all the classes will be finalizing and everything will be getting completed. So what I have done is in this 13th week I have just kept little studies. Because if you don't have much time, you can just revise what you have studied all these days and you can practice MCQ. So by mid of October, your classes will be getting completed. So this is the first part of the study plan as to how to manage your classes along with the self-study. Next we'll be going right to the part 2 of this study plan. So after you complete your classes, then in the remaining time how you will do the self-study. Now coming to the second part of the study plan, that is from 13th October to 15th November. That is almost for 34 days. So by now your classes would have been completed. So now we will see for this balance 34 days how you will study. That is, this will be the major portion where you will be doing self-study. So here I have divided the entire day into 5 study slots. So slot 1, 2, 3 and 4 are of 3 hours each. And slot number 5, which is the last study slot, this is of 1.5 hours. So let's see the timing of these slots. Slot 1 is from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Slot 2 is from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Slot 3 is from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Slot 4 is from 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And slot 5 is from 9:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. So before continuing this plan, I would like to give 2 tips on how to avoid burnout. So it is very important to keep sufficient break between each slot. So don't just continuously go on studying. After each slot of 2 hours or 3 hours, take sufficient break. Maybe half an hour break, 1 hour break, 1.5 hour break. So this will help you to refresh your mind. And one more tip is ensure you sleep at least for 6 to 7 hours per day. That is very important. Because if you sleep enough, then your mind will be fresh and you will be able to concentrate better on your studies. So never compromise on your sleep and health. It is very important to take care of your sleep as well as health also. Even on the exam days, ensure you sleep for 6 hours at least, because in the exam, the question paper will be twisted. So that if you have slept well, your mind will be fresh. Then you will be able to tackle even the twisted questions easily. So now let's see the plan for this 34 days. So in this 34 days, what we have done is this 5th study slot of 1.5 hours. We have kept this consistent. So for the 34 days, this 5th study slot we have kept for practicing MCQ. So you will be practicing MCQ from different sources. Now let's see the study plan. From 13th October to 17th October, the first 5 days. Here you will study corporate and other law and advanced accounting. So in slot 1 and slot 4 you will study corporate and other law, and in slot 2 and 3 you will study advanced accounting. Then from 18th October to 22nd October, here you will study auditing and ethics and cost and management accounting. So in slot 1 and 4 you will study auditing and ethics, and in slot 2 and 3 you will study cost and management accounting. Then from 23rd October to 25th October, here you will study financial management and income tax. So in slot 1 and slot 4 you will study financial management, and in slot 2 and 3 you will study income tax. Then from 26th October to 28th October, here you will study strategic management and GST. So in slot 1 and slot 4 you will study strategic management, and in slot 2 and 3 you will study GST. Then on 29th October, here we have kept an off day, because after studying for so many days, one day you can take as relaxation day. So now let's go ahead with the plan from 30th October to 3rd November. The next 5 days, here you will be studying corporate and other law and advanced accounting. So in slot 1 and 4 you will study corporate and other law, and in slot 2 and 3 you will study advanced accounting. Then from 4th November to 8th November, here you will study auditing and ethics and cost and management accounting. So in slot 1 and 4 you will study auditing and ethics, and in slot 2 and 3 you will study cost and management accounting. Then from 9th November to 11th November, here you will study financial management and income tax. In slot 1 you will study financial management, and in slot 4 also you will study financial management, and in slot 2 and 3 you will study income tax. Then from 12th November to 14th November, here you will study strategic management and GST. In slot 1 and 4 you will study strategic management. In slot 2 and 3 you will study GST. And 15th November is an off day again. So by 15th November you will be completing your first round of studies. And then from 16th November to 1st Jan, that is the 47 days, you will be revising. So we are assuming that the exam might start from 2nd January. So guys, if you follow the plan till here, and if you like the study plan, if you want me to prepare a revision plan, do let me know in the comments below. And then I will go ahead and prepare a revision plan from 16th November onwards. And now, as promised, I am going to reveal the second strategy which most of the toppers follow. That is going through the section wise weightages and studying accordingly. So if you go to the BOS knowledge portal, there you can find the section wise weightage for each of the subject. So what you can do is, first you can study the chapters with highest weightage, since those chapters will be coming for more marks in the exam. And then you can study the other chapters which has less weightage. However, do not do selective study. Study all the chapters. And also for practical subjects, do not ignore theory portion, because theory portion forms part of our basic concept. So it is very important to study theory also, because if your basic concepts are clear, then only you will be able to solve any type of question in the exam. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. You now have a clear strategy to clear both groups and push yourself towards an All India rank in the January 2026 exams. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification so you never miss any strategy, motivation or study tips on your CA journey. Until next time, study smart, stay consistent, and let's turn your CA dream into a reality. All the best for your exams, and I will see you all in the next video.